This video is sponsored by Whatnot. Hey party people, and welcome back to the chaos that is my Lego room. It's great to have you here. When I first started putting together my Lego display in 2020, I didn't have as many Lego sets. And it was easy to have a minimal Lego display because my collection was minimal. As you can tell, that's changed. I am so thankful to be at the point as a Lego collector to where I now have cluttered shelves. But I'll be the first to say it, I don't think it looks good. Also, the wall is gray, and I think that's boring. So in this video, my goal is to fix that. We are going to create the Lego room of my dreams with a few goals in mind. Number one, paint the walls. I cannot stand this millennial gray. If anyone ever tells you that gray is a good color for your walls, they hate you. Do not listen to them. They are not your friend. Everyone needs color in their life. And so instead of this millennial gray color is what they're calling it, we're switching to purple. It's not like there's any dead giveaways, but I like purple. I can already tell that me in front of this wall right now, I look like a floating torso. And so what we're gonna do here is nothing that crazy. I'm literally just going to finish the work. I'm gonna paint that wall purple too. Speaking of number two, I'm gonna fix the LED lighting because it looks good over there, but these exposed wires on the other side drive me insane. Also, I just have a giant extension cord over on that side of the room. It's really classy, really proud of the craftsmanship there. Number three, I'm going to reorganize the shelves. That includes bagging up sets, dusting, modifying and creating new themed displays. Number four, my lounge flies. I love them, I think they're cute, but it's kind of like that one song, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. They can't stay here. They take up so much space. And so what I'm gonna try to do instead is put them along the top of my Billy bookcases. Again, ignore the mess, I'm gonna clean it. While we're over here actually, this is another thing on the list. Number five, I'm gonna reorganize this wall. Currently it serves as a catch-all for literally anything that's in this room. Some store brand Clorox wipes, fiber. This isn't even mine, I don't know why it's in here. The Ultimate Dad Jokes book, a cheese slicer from Norway, deodorant, so I'm not smelly. You get the point, there's a lot of nothing going on here. So I'm gonna fix that. Then number six, maybe, if there's time. Instructions. Literally yesterday, I was complaining to my husband about the instructions and how I don't know where to put them and they're everywhere. And he didn't believe me. He was like, how many could there be? And honestly, y'all, we basically recreated that SpongeBob episode where they adopt a baby clam. There's a lot of diapers. And Patrick's like, how many could there be? So I went around like, I don't know where to put them all, and currently I look like a Lego instructions hoarder, so I want to do literally anything else with them. Again, maybe. This is already kind of a lot. So that being said, before I plan to procrastinate this project any more than I already have, let's get started. Also, yes, I got bangs. Good morning and welcome to tomorrow. This is kind of where we're at so far. It looks so weird having everything empty. Like I came in here this morning and I thought I was robbed, but it feels good having a fresh start. And now what I'm kind of planning on starting with is bagging up the rest of the sets over here. I have two of this roller skate and I really love them, but I think I only need one on display. And I have my big UCS R2 as well, but I have a smaller one now, so I'm gonna put this one kind of away for a little bit. Dalmatians too, I'm gonna bag those up. So yeah. Let's keep going with organizing all of this and Whatnot. Speaking of Whatnot, thank you Whatnot for sponsoring this video. While I was cleaning up my office, going through my closets, and also the Lego City during this video, I figured it was probably time to start downsizing things, so I pulled out a bunch of stuff. I'm listing a lot of my Lego items for sale on Whatnot during my auction on Sunday, May 26th. We have some Star Wars, lots of gift with purchase sets here that I just never opened, don't really have any attachment to, so I figured it would be a good time to start downsizing, maybe sell these off. And in the flower shop as well, I am a little sad to get rid of this, but I really don't need it. And we're listing a lot of holiday things as well as the IKEA Piglet set. I feel so bad because throughout this whole process, Ross's room has just been a total mess. Sorry, Ross. So anyways, this is a lot of what we're selling. I also have a ton of minifigs that are in the other room. I still need to go through them, but everything should be listed soon and Whatnot, so go check that out to see the whole inventory. But what I think I'm most excited for during the auction is that I finally have Emmasaurus sig figs. This is something that I've been trying to do for years. I have a lot of those listed in my Whatnot store right now in the Buy It Now section. I can't believe my next stream is only a week away. I have so much to do beforehand, but it is already listed. Make sure to go bookmark it now. And if you haven't used Whatnot before, use the link down in the description below. You'll get $15 of in-app credit to use, which typically equates to a free minifigure or two. Ross and I are really excited for the stream, so we'll see you soon. Anyways, let's get back to the room renovation. There's a few fun things I want to show you before we keep going. These have been on my shelves over here for probably 2 years. They're little Scooby plushies from my childhood. Y'all know how much I love Scooby-Doo. And then Totoro. I believe this is actually from Japan. We hosted exchange students growing up, and our Japanese exchange student brought this for us. I also have this nice Star Wars display, mostly Boba Fett. This is the big Ultimate Collector Series UCS Slave 1. And a while ago, my husband was like, I want to do a sealed set collection, which is where you buy Lego and then you never build it. You just display the boxes. It's completely silly and ridiculous, is something I would say if I weren't doing the same thing myself. A stupid purchase I made was this thing here. This is, what is this? It's a Funko Scooby-Doo Loungefly soda cooler, I think. And I bought it brand new with all of the sodas inside. I've still never opened them. I'm kind of nervous too. These are called Funko sodas. I know nothing about them except for one thing. Apparently there's a chase. It's like a rare thing. They're kind of like Lego collectible minifigures, the CMFs, except soda. But it's not soda. It's a collectible. And I think I spent $200 on this. I really just wanted the cooler, honestly. And I found out later on that you can get the cooler for like 20 bucks. Another bit of my shame is this thing here. This is Diagon Alley from Lego Harry Potter. I think in 2020 is when it came out. And I bought it when I hit 20,000 subscribers on YouTube. I was so excited. That was a huge milestone. And so I started the build during my 20K subscriber live stream and then kind of forgot about it for a little bit. Continued it on my 40K subscriber live stream. Forgot about it for a little bit and haven't touched it since. I think it's been 2 years. So I'm actually gonna finish building that soon. I'll probably do it in like a TikTok build video, so look out for that. Make sure you're following me everywhere else if you aren't already. We're almost at 1 million on TikTok. Like, I literally can't believe it. Then looking over here in the back, those are some of my childhood Scooby-Doo books. And then these things here are from Lego House in Denmark. I had the absolute privilege to go to Denmark earlier this year. It was really cold. I did not see the sun for a full week. I'm not used to that here. I'm from Florida. I live in Texas. But while I was there, I picked up some fun Lego House stuff. These are keychains. This is from the restaurant there. It's a mini chef restaurant where you build your meal out of Lego. It's really weird. It's really cool. Oh yeah, and this is what you use to actually build your meal. This is the little free souvenir you get when you leave. It's literally just 6 bricks in here. But as you're leaving Lego House, there's a thing that says there's like, I don't know, 2 million different ways that you can stack 6 Lego bricks. And you get a card with your name on it, which I forgot to do. And then these are super neat. So these are Lego heritage cards. I don't know where all you can get these, but they're basically little postcards. Something I didn't know before going to Billund, Denmark, which is the headquarters of Lego, is that there isn't like a specific building that is the headquarters for Lego. It's literally just the city Billund. And when you're there, it kind of makes sense because no offense, Lego, no offense, Billund. There's nothing there except Lego. It's a really cute little town, but you can kind of tell that anything that exists there is probably just because Lego is there. There's food, there's hotels, there's, you know, convenience stores. There's one pub in town, as well as a pizza restaurant that serves pizzas with the weirdest toppings that you can imagine. Think Caesar salad on a pizza. Think French fries as the crust. Yeah. Yeah, but there is a building there. It's kind of iconic. It has like the big yellow staircase going around it. And inside it you can get what are basically little postcards. This one's a wooden rooster, Lego movie, Duplo, Lego house from above, Lego, a diagram, a really pixelated Lego dude. I think this is from a video game, some blueprints, tons of just really interesting things that I thought were neat. And they were like, take whatever you want. And I was like, okay. Don't tell me twice. And so what I thought would be really cool to do with these is to kind of like hang them up on a wall, make like a collage of some sort. I just want to take care of them. I want to preserve them. So I'm going to put them into frames. And I don't know if they're rare or not, but they are sentimental to me. So I'm excited to do something fun with these. And then there's this. This is my rarest Lego item. It's not really an official set, so I'm not going to call it a set. I'm going to call it a building block experience that resulted in the shape of a Corgi horse. Here it is a little bit more up close. So back in 2023, which is a year ago, Lego reached out about doing like an April Fool's joke for their socials and asked if they could send me one of these to kind of unbox and reveal. The story was that it was an unreleased prototype and I could review something that no one had seen yet or something. The email was a little sketch, honestly. I was like, what's happening? But it arrived and you basically started building from its butt up to its head. So you don't really know that it's like this weird demonic looking thing until later. I just put it back in its case because I almost dropped it. I'm not going to touch it anymore because I think I will break it. But this is my rarest Lego item and I am so thankful to have this. My little Corgi horse. I love it. All right, I feel like I should start kind of dealing with the rest of what's on these shelves because they're not going to organize themselves. My solution on where to put all of this in the meantime was in our upstairs loft and Ross's office. Sorry, Ross, but I'll get to it later. Then I asked Ross to help me with the shelving while I was going through and organizing the stuff I had just moved. Now to paint the walls. I am no expert in this at all, but I figured it out. Put purple on the wall, don't get it on the floor or on yourself. That's easy enough. Nothing could possibly go wrong. I ran out of paint, so I think I need to go get some more. I got my paint. Wow, it's hot outside. Let's head home. All right, back to work. Painting took so much longer than expected. I forgot about paint having to dry. So I finished the wall and went back to organizing the other stuff. I think we're actually on day 4 now. I don't know how these things always take so much longer than I think they will, but here we are. I honestly thought that I could finish this whole thing in an afternoon, but I ran out of paint. Paint has to dry. It took a lot longer for me to move all of the Lego from here to anywhere else in the house. But now it's time to finally take off the tape. This part's always so satisfying to me. I asked my husband to use a caulk gun around the edges to kind of prep it first so that the lines would be nice and crisp, and it turned out to be pretty okay. Until we got to the lighting. Ross tore one of the light strips, and then he tried soldering it somehow, and then we finally decided to just order some gadget from Amazon to fix it, and that surprisingly worked. Now that the paint was dry, lights are installed, let's add back in some of the Lego, kind of slowly though. I don't want to overwhelm the shelves already. Ladybird was my little helper through all of this. She helped by laying in my way the entire time. Good girl. It took a lot of trial and error, especially when finding a home for the Disney castle since it's kind of huge. And as I go, I'm dusting off each Lego set so it's going back to the shelves squeaky clean. When it came to the square spaces in the Alex drawers, I initially tried putting Loungefly backpacks there since they do fit there perfectly, but decided I should probably switch to Lego because it just made more sense. I also tried placing the space plushies in those square spaces, but I was scared Ladybird was gonna throw up on them. My brickheads were another thing I really wasn't sure about how I wanted to include in my display, but they're also tiny and I can fit a bunch of them on these shelves. So I decided to line them up here and I think it turned out really good. Then I brought in my Lego projects pile, my PR, and then the Falcon back to the main display. Here we are, we have finished, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. Obviously, it's not as drastic as maybe I was hoping for, but I am thrilled with this purple color. I love everything that's here. It really encapsulates everything that I love. It's 99.999% Lego here, right? But there's also like my bluey plushies, my Loungefly, a custom little Funko Pop of myself. It's just lots of things from different fandoms that I love. But then over on this wall, I know it looks like a mess, okay? Just trust me. Go with it. This is so organized. I know where everything is. Everything has a purpose. And so I'll be doing a deep dive over all of this kind of fun stuff as well as this. I finally decided to hang up some of my stuff. So let's get into the room tour. I know it seems a little uneventful, but I want to start with this wall over here. Really, the reason why I wanted to do a room renovation in the first place starts with this. I have started doing some more work with Lego and more paid partnerships, and to do that, I need to have a wall behind me that doesn't have any intellectual property, no Disney, no Star Wars, none of pretty much anything you see here. And instead of trying to take everything down every time or like redo my display, I just decided to turn this wall into my non-IP kind of plain floral wall. But it's also a really nice wall for Instagram photos. I can take pictures in front of it holding new boxes. I can film TikToks if I need like a more plain kind of background. So I'm really happy with it. This floral wreath is something that I worked on pretty recently actually for a project, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. And then I put on the butterfly here because it's just very classic. It's non-IP. It's beautiful. I love the color. And then this wooden minifigure. I actually got this from Lego recently, so thank you, Lego, for that. It's a little bit smaller than I thought it would be, but it is really cute. It's pretty solid. The arms don't move, unfortunately, so there's really no posability. And then some of the succulents. I love the new like Creator 3-in-1 sets. So this is one of them, the little flower watering pot. I think it also turns into a rain boot, so maybe I'll switch it up at some point. And then more flowers. This was like the gift with purchase that came out a few years ago. It's really such a bummer that they released this as a gift with purchase because it's beautiful and I wish it was just widely available. And then we have the orchid. It was actually my grandmother's favorite flower. She's passed away, so that's really special to me. And then the little mini me of myself. I actually did this with Hermione. So this is all Hermione except for the torso. I think the set that it came in is retired now, but it was like the Harry and Hermione maxi figure kind of thing. And then this floral art. I would love to get like 12 of these and make a giant collage over in this area, but maybe not. Maybe I'll just leave it to one. I also think the set is retired now, so that would be really difficult to do. So that's everything on that wall. And I was initially planning on doing like a crazy paint design here. I'll show you a picture on the screen. But I decided against it because I wanted to keep it just a little bit simpler. I don't want the background here to be too distracting. But now let's take a look over this way. So over here, I've moved the light out of the way so we can see a little bit better everything. So if you've been around here for at least 2 or more years, you'll recognize a lot of this. So I used to live stream on my channel once a week, every Wednesday for like 2 to 3 hours. And as a thank you, as an acknowledgement, I cut out these giant foam boards and I wrote down the names of anyone who joined the memberships, anyone who donated or gifted or really anything during my live streams, just to show a little bit more appreciation. The Scooby one was the first one I ever did. Let me know if anyone here sees your name on here. I'll try to pan over it pretty slowly. But I just thought it was fun to have almost like emoji type things on my walls and kind of behind me that I would fill in kind of slowly. So, you know, for Scooby, obviously like brown and teal for the collar. And then the next one I think I did was this mystery machine, and I'll pan over it so that you can see all the names on here. But thank you everyone so much for tuning into my live streams. That was such a fun part of Emmasaurus, and I really do want to revisit it at some point because I miss live streaming. It was just really fun to be able to interact with everybody rather than just through comments on YouTube videos. This one, I think it was when the UCS AT-AT came out and it was the holidays, so I went with like a Santa hat AT-AT, and then the Benny minifigure, I think that was around when I think Target had released a bunch of Spaceman minifigure plushies, which I now have on display that I'll show you in a little bit. They're so cute. I had a pumpkin for Halloween, so that was a lot of fun, and then the Saurus star, because in my Lego City I have like a Walk of Fame kind of thing, and so I thought it would be kind of fun to make that as like one of my emoji kind of things that I would fill in during live streams. So that's where all of those live now. They're all just kind of hanging out there. I think they're cute. I don't know what else I would do with them, but I kind of like how they're just kind of randomly hung up on the wall. All right, so then looking over this way, I'm just gonna go in a circle around the room. These are my monitors. I really don't use them that often, only for gaming or live streaming. I really just do everything on my laptop here, and kind of embarrassing. I always have this like hard drive thing on there, and I always just like kind of carried it around with my computer, but Ross got really nervous, so he like electrical taped it to my computer so that I don't lose it, so it doesn't go anywhere, and this is just how I exist here now. But looking over here to the computer setup, there's really nothing crazy to see. I have my gaming computer down there. I think it's from Amazon. Everyone has a random wire bucket somewhere in their homes, so there's mine. There's a second one. That wire bucket wasn't big enough. I have some pens, random gaming stuff, and here we have Churro. This is the little kitty Churro from Lego Friends. I remember actually a funny story. What was that about?
Can I have your leftover chicken?
Yeah. Rude. Something kind of fun with the little cat Churro. It's from Lego Friends. About a month ago, I got the opportunity to work with Epic Games to help promote some new features in Fortnite. And in the trailer, it showed Churro. Now, being a Lego Friends fan, I was like, oh my gosh, Churro's here, and like a green screened talking about it. When I posted it to Instagram, I was fangirling out the wazoo. The VP of Design at Lego commented. He follows me, which is crazy. Hi, Matthew, if you're watching this for whatever reason. He commented on that Fortnite post tagging Fenella, who is a Lego Friends designer. She seems so cool, like a fangirl moment. And he told her like, oh look, Churro got some love. So I have my little Churro over here because it just makes me happy. It gives me happy thoughts, and I like looking at him. And then over here, I don't know what's in here actually. I have like tape, a hair clip, nail trimmers. These things go on the lens of cameras, but I never use them. Probably should. Don't tell my husband. I have a Piggy bag clip in here. A happy birthday button. Really, I think this is just my junk drawer. That's where that is. I have some other phone cases. Sticky notes for when I do my Whatnot live streams. It just makes it easier for shipping out things and keeping track of everything. Yeah, just a bunch of random stuff. This is actually pretty cool though. These are Lego coasters from the Lego Target collection. But it's really nice. It comes in this little wooden box. It says Lego Target on the bottom there. And now over this way, let's move that out of the way. I have a lint roller and then just a bunch of random stuff here. Honestly, it's stuff that like I just need to go through. It's like my get it done eventually, please Emily kind of pile. Here's a bunch of like Lego flower pieces just to keep everything organized because they break so easily. I love them, but oh my goodness. I think these are actually the leftovers from when I was working on that wreath. All the stems and things that I just didn't use for it. Here's my SpongeBob box. I just built this pretty recently for a Bricks and Minifigs Metairie video. A little cup that we got at Magic Kingdom at Disney World last time we were there. I love Beauty and the Beast, so I just thought that was kind of cool. And I got this from YouTube at their last creator meetup in Austin. It was during South by Southwest. The Eras Tour movie version at AMC. I went to go see this with Jean from Jean's version back in, what, October? This is the new Falcon. I brought this with me. This is actually the set, and the set's like still in it, that I brought with me to Disney World when I built the Falcon outside of the Falcon. Everything's still in the box. I just need to go through it and like rebuild some things that probably broke while flying home. And then just some other recent sets here that I've been working on. It's just, you know, again, my get it done eventually Emily kind of pile. And then looking up here, these are some of my favorite things that I own, but I think we need a little bit of backstory here first. I think it was in October of 2022, I got an email from Lego telling me that they're hosting an event in Paris, France. Like what? And I was invited to attend, and the event was called For the Joy of Play. The purpose of it was to promote play and show how play as a child and even into adulthood is such a useful skill in any career, in any industry, just being able to stay creative and think outside the box. But y'all, when we were there, they treated us so good. There was this whole goodie bag kind of thing in our rooms, and they included this jersey. I think this was actually available on the Lego website for VIP points at some point in time. But what was really special about this is that they wrote out Emmasaurus in letters, like jersey printed on there, and I'm too scared to wear it. It's also white and I would get it so dirty so fast, so I have it in this frame just to protect it forever, and it just comes with so many good memories to me. Like, I cannot explain enough to you how incredible that trip was and how grateful I am to have been there. I remember literally crying on the plane there because I was so excited. So yeah, back to the wall. We also got these badges when we were there, and it just says like Lego for the joy of play. And then because I'm just such a nostalgic person and I keep everything, here's one of my Paris subway tickets that I got, or maybe a bus ticket. I had no idea what I was doing. I got lost like repeatedly, but I had the best time. There's actually one more Paris related thing over here, but we'll get to that in a moment. The goal for the video in redoing this wall here was to make it just more practical, because before it was really just a bunch of nonsense all cluttered together here, and I know it still kind of looks like that, but I promise it's not. So let's just start at the top. Here's some of my lounge flies. I have an Ewok, I have a TVA bag that's actually very special to me. It's from Loki, and I got it at a Loungefly event. Jean's version invited me to it, and I was her +1. And it's something I actually really enjoy doing is Disney bounding, and so I Disney bounded as Loki during the Disney World holiday party. So that outfit turned out really cute, I thought. This one is a bag that I paid way too much for. I bought this, I think, for $200 because I'm stupid. I was at Disney and they had run out of it, and I thought it was discontinued forever. So I bought one online, just used from somebody for $200, and then next time I went to Disney, I found it for $70, just like at the parks. It was really upsetting. This one was a gift from Loungefly. This one was a gift from, I think, 707 Street. I did a collab with them, kind of giving away a Darth Vader bag, so that was really, really fun. And then this one I bought on Amazon. And looking down here, I used to have all of my brick heads kind of like just stacked in a corner over on this side, but now I have two different shelves going all the way across with all my brick heads. I really only collect Disney brick heads just to kind of keep myself responsible, because otherwise it would get out of hand way too quickly. But these are all my Disney ones. And then I do have an Ahsoka, and then me and Ross, we got these, I think like a month before we got married. They still had these at the Lego store, so the weekend of our wedding before getting married, we made these of ourselves. And so those are super special to us. And this here is my first ever Lego set. This is the Women of NASA from Lego Ideas. I remember when I worked in data science, I had this set on my desk at work, and my coworkers were like, "What are you doing? Why do you have Lego here?" And I'm like, she's literally Margaret Hamilton. What do you mean, why do I have this on my desk? Like, she's an icon. I guess they were just too cool for Lego, whatever. But then in the middle here, I have this like rocket tilted to the side. It's supposed to stand up straight, but because there wasn't enough space in the shelving, I just like tilted it, and I think it looks pretty cool. Over here, this is so special to me too. Everything here just means so much to me. This is a Disney gift with purchase that came out, I don't know, about maybe a year ago. It's really cool because on here you can push this button and then you see Steamboat Willie. And then honestly, I just wasn't really sure what to put over here, so that's what I have there. Looking down, this is really just a shelf full of memorabilia for me. So this is the Star Wars This Is How We Play box, and this was never like available for purchase. I actually stole this from set. I stole it with permission. I was hosting the Lego Star Wars tutorial series. I believe this was mid 2022. We were in Los Angeles and I was hosting this series. I was so nervous, but they had so much cool Lego Star Wars, and then I saw this box and there's literally nothing in it. It's empty. It's not even like a normal Lego box. It's really kind of unique and weird. But I saw it and I was like, can I take this? I think it's cool. And they were like, yeah, weirdo. It's just kind of a nice memento from the time there, because that was really my first time ever hosting a series, ever doing anything like that. So I just love this. It's very special to me. Over here is the baseball from when I threw the first pitch at the Round Rock Express, which is, I don't know, about 30 minutes outside of Austin, Texas. I was so nervous, but I threw the ball so good. Y'all, I was a pro. The catcher caught it, which I think is the goal. So this here is a watercolor painting that a friend made for us, and that's me and Ross and in Ladybird. It was inspired by how our Lego city used to look before we were even in this house. So I think it was 2018 or 2019 that she made this for us, but I just think it's really pretty. I've never really had it on display until now, but she's really talented and I love how this looks. Even the attention to detail, like the frame she painted as well, so this just means so much to me. And then this here, this as a set is worth, you know, what, 20 bucks? It's just a Paris postcard. I was nervous that the Paris store wouldn't have them when I was there, so I bought this right before going to Paris for that Lego trip, and it turned out that they did actually have these Paris sets in stock at their Lego store, so oops. But I got this signed by a bunch of people that I met there. So here we have Tiago Caterino saying, "I beat you." He wrote that after he really kicked my butt at foosball. It was pretty embarrassing. Here we have Ollie G saying, "Keep building." Ollie actually designed the Mickey and Minnie buildable figure things over here. I love those sets. They've been on my shelves for years, so it was really cool getting to meet him. And then the last one I'll show you before we move on is Double A. Her name's Alero, and I believe she's the VP of marketing for Lego. So I met her, I had some chats with her, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm here. Fangirling the entire time. Here is kind of like businessy, kind of office tools. What do I have in here? I have a bunch of stickers. I have this like Whatnot logo. Over here is a stack of Polaroids that I should probably do something with eventually, but here's a picture of me, Ross, Claire, and Sands at Hollywood Studios on that night that I dressed up like Loki. You can kind of see my Loki ears in it. And then me and Ross here that night on Rise of the Resistance. And then here's one more. Here's me and my best friend Kinsey at Magic Kingdom. With film, it's just so much more in the moment, so much more candid, so I love that, versus like, I love good photos on an iPhone, but these just hit so much different to me. Then I have my Mystery Machine pencil bag. I have a bunch of these like princess tiles from the books that came out a while ago. I think I lost a few of them actually while redoing my room, so if you see them anywhere during this video, please like let me know. I cannot find them. And then here's a bunch of hats that I got for Emmasaurus sig figs. I got a bunch of them in London when I was there. Here are some Lysol wipes so that I can wipe down my table and be clean. Here's a bunch of Emmasaurus sig figs that I'm going through and trying to get them ready for a Whatnot auction. And then here's all my other custom Emmasaurus printed stuff. My friend Brick Love did all of this for me. He is so talented. I'm so thrilled with how all of this looks. So do check him out. Give him some love. He is Brick Love after all. Down here I have a bunch of equipment that I use for filming. This is my mic that I do voiceovers with, and I need this little thing on top that's like what you speak through, so it makes it less, I don't know, whatever that is. It just makes me sound better. Here I have a tripod. I use this for like filming TikToks sometimes, or I'll like set my camera on it in the city. And then this is a light that I use for filming TikTok videos, or oftentimes even like filming on this camera as well. I call it the Alex Earl light because I think she popularized it and everyone calls it that. But just look at the difference it makes. It really works so well. I do have these linked below if you want to get one. They're like super cheap. I love them. Here are some blue light filtering glasses. I got these from YouTube pretty recently for Women's History Month. They're supporting supporting women-owned businesses, and these were sent to me in PR. And then here's a Lego flower book. I am planning to put it on my kind of botanical wall as display at some point. And then this is a painting of me. I believe it's like watercolor or marker. I'm not really sure, but I got it at the YouTube event in Austin during South by Southwest. At the event, there were artists there just drawing people, and I was like, oh my goodness, draw me. And so look at that, y'all. I'm wearing my Lego Levi's jean jacket with like the dots patches, and they nailed it. So this is something that I am treasuring. I need to find a good frame for it or something, because I think it's just so cool. And then this is actually from the 1000th Lego store grand opening. I went there with a bunch of friends. We went on a road trip, and then we went to San Antonio after. It was awesome. I think that's actually the day Gringotts came out. It was like a 20-foot tall Grogu or something. So I built a little square to add to him. And yeah, I helped out. Look at me. I even got the smiley face there, so I did great. We got some pens, got some mics, some headphones. I use these really only when I'm traveling, so that like on planes, it blocks out all the noise so I can actually hear whatever I'm talking about. This is a Scooby-Doo display that I made. My friend Cinderbrick in town, he lives in Austin, he had the whole idea of kind of like doing minifig displays like this, and then I made one for Scooby-Doo, and I really like how it turned out. These are from the Target collab from, I think, 2021 or early 2022. I bought these to be like purses, but I've been too embarrassed to wear it anywhere. But I have the red one and the yellow one. Let me know if I should ever wear them as a purse. I feel like maybe I shouldn't. And then this here is a pencil bag from the Lego Target collab. You can see inside the tag. I just have hand sanitizer in there, I guess. And then looking at the end here, it's like a sleep journal / like mental health kind of journal. I should probably use it more. And then over here is just a lot more practical stuff. I like having plastic baggies here just for, I don't know, if sets come in here that I'm not using anymore, or if I build something and I just don't have a spot for it, I now have somewhere to put it, which is in a bag. I'm gonna try to be better about this. These are little drink floaties. I got these from Tommy Rich on YouTube. He sent them to me, gosh, it has to be like 3 years ago now. I just think they're really cute, and I'd never used them because we don't have a pool. We don't really like go to the beach too often, but I just started using one pretty recently because I thought it'd be kind of funny for videos to have a drink in here on my table. So yeah, I've started using those. It's kind of fun. Over here I have some Lego posters. This one is the Terror Below from, I think, Halloween last year. They had like a few kind of fun posters coming out. And then this is the new Star Wars one that came out May the 4th. I love this. Ross ordered it, but I stole it, so now it's mine. And right below here I have my planners. This is kind of like more like my projects in videos, kind of just outlining what I need to do. And then below that is my planner where I write down everything, super handy. And then finally, another big thing for this shelving was I wanted to have a spot where I could put a bunch of my Lego sets that were kind of like upcoming releases or anything that's being used for projects, and just have it there, have it be visible. So if I'm like, what should I work on today? Then it's just kind of staring at me in the face and then I'll know what to do. It's just really handy having a spot so that when Lego comes in, I have a spot for it and I kind of know what I need to work on next. Over here is kind of similar, but it's more PR focused. So it's not really Lego, it's other brands that reach out, like Casetify reached out pretty recently and asked if I wanted to see their new phone cases. I was like, oh my goodness, yes, thank you so much. And then this one is from Truff. They do like hot sauce. This one's a pickleball set from Alani. I have not played pickleball before, so I am really excited to try that out. This one's also from Truff. It's a Star Wars inspired hot sauce kit. And then Diff Eyewear sent me a bunch of Star Wars glasses. I haven't opened them yet, so I still need to. And then there's this box from Disney Doorables. It actually makes noise, which is insane. Let's see if it still does it, actually. Oh, it does! Oh my goodness! Ah! That scared me a little bit. So I'm excited to film some stuff on that soon, get that open, and like find a good home for those. I feel like I've been talking forever at this point, so thank you for staying along with me. I appreciate y'all. Let's start talking about this wall here. I feel like this is what you guys see the most. You probably are most familiar with it, except that I just changed everything. So I don't know. Let's dive in. For starters, the design of this wall with the furniture, the Billy bookcases, and the art, the falcon, have been this way since I think late 2020, maybe early 2021. Whenever we put this wall together, it looked a lot different, obviously. It's come a long way. So looking at the top, I have some more lounge flies. This is Minnie Mouse, my Pizza Planet truck lounge fly that I actually just remembered I bought in LA when I was filming for that Lego Star Wars tutorial series. I went to the Loungefly slash like Funko Pop store there with my friend Shy, and I bought that. I was so excited, and then I went to Disney and I wore it. I felt so cool. This is, I think, my first Loungefly, or maybe my second. It's a mystery machine. I love it. I love that bag so much. If I'm at conventions, you probably see me wearing this bag. Over here, we have a bunch of my Bluey plushies. I love them so much. I think my favorite Bluey character is probably Muffin. She's just such a jerk, but I love her. I think I'm probably like most like Bingo or Muffin. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. It depends on the day, I guess. But yeah, I found those at like Walmart and Target, and I've just been collecting them. They make me happy. Down here, I have a Scooby-Doo Loungefly. I bought this on Amazon. It's a Scooby plushie from my childhood, so I've had that forever. These are little Scooby books from my childhood as well. This is this Walmart poly bag of Scooby. It was an exclusive only with like a Scooby DVD from a Lego movie or something like that. And here's a little Scooby Funko. Here's a Scooby Funko holding a sandwich. These little mystery machines, I love them so much. Here's Scooby and Shaggy. Up there is minifigures, my mystery machine. I think these are colored pencils in here. I've never opened it. I just think the box looks pretty cool. And I think this is like Hot Wheels. I'm not sure. Down here we have the Disney train station. No Disney train. The train is in the city, but I wanted this here. I love it. Here's the little book that comes with the buildable Mickey and Minnie. I forget what's inside it, actually. I haven't opened it up in forever. Oh, that's cute. Little artwork. Ah, I love it. And then down here, I have all of my little like mini castles. Here's Agrabah, the Haunted Mansion, Ariel's Palace, Ariel's Castle, something like that. The Peter Pan one. It's not really a castle, but you know, same kind of vibe. And then the mini Disney castle. I'll actually admit it here. I hate building these types of sets. They're just not fun for me. I think they're creative, they're well done, but the build for them is just like something I hate doing. I just don't like it. And then down here, I have all of my droids, favorite droids, and then Porg. BB-8, I believe I got this for Ross for Christmas in like 2018 or whenever this was still on shelves. He built this one and then I stole it for my display. This one's a Porg, and how does it work again? Yeah, you push on the tail and the wings move, the mouth moves. So I really like that one. It's just so ridiculous looking. R2, this is the new one from this year. I also have the UCS version. I like this one more. The other one's huge. This one's a bit smaller, so I like the size. And then this is Chopper. This is not Lego. I bought this at the Disney parks. I love Chopper. He is my favorite droid. I love Rebels. I'm really disappointed that there isn't like a Lego version of Chopper yet, so Lego, get on that. It's remote controlled, so you can actually like zoom it around on the floor, but I just like it on display here. I think it's cool. And then down here is kind of like random mix match of stuff. I'm really just waiting for like all of the new Disney stuff to be built so I can add it to my display. The Disney 100 castle. The 100 doesn't actually fit on top of it in my shelves, so I have them separate. This is Steamboat Willie. This was one of my first Lego sets, actually. I think I got it in like 2019. We have a roller skate, Wally, and then this is really special. This was sent to me by Lego and Epic Games. It's for Lego Fortnite. They made 625 of this little llama build, and this is number 401, so pretty cool number. And I just love the little build. I got to see a giant version of the llama at an event in New York, I think back in December or November. And then looking over this way, I wasn't sure at first what to put into these boxes. I was thinking maybe Loungeflies, but I don't think it really made too much sense to have these be mostly Loungeflies when I do mostly Lego, you know? So I just found some sets here that are somewhat tall that fill in the space, because it would look weird if there was like a tiny little set when there's so much space above it, and had fun with it. So this one here is the Piranha Plant. This one is a little Bowser. I think it's, I don't know which one this is. They came out with two. One in the first wave of Mario stuff, and then one more recently with like this Bowser car. I think this one's actually from the Bowser car. And then the yellow mystery block, I remember that year, I think it was 2022 when this came out. It was October for the Mario like D2C set. And the rumor was that we were getting Peach's Castle. That ended up not being the case. We instead got a Mario block. Now, mine's like a little bit broken in the back. Just ignore that. Oh gosh, I almost forgot how to open this. Oh my goodness, that's embarrassing. So it opens like that. You can turn these two to the side, and then you do actually get Peach's Castle in here, but not the way that all of us thought that it would happen. So it was just funny. The whole community was getting ready for like a Peach's Castle, and then we got a mystery block. Everyone was like, what's going on? Over here we have the Ariel clamshell from the live action. I love that these are minifigures. I love all the little sea life in here. Ursula's minifigure looks pretty cool. So I like that set a lot, and it fits perfectly into these, I think they're called Alex shelves. Next we have SpongeBob. I had been wanting this set forever, and I went to Bricks and Minifigs in New Orleans, or rather like Metairie, and they had it there, and I was like, oh wow. okay, I want that. I really want that. So I bought it and I filmed a few videos on it, and I'm really happy that I was able to snag this. It also comes with like a second kind of face printing, but I like the happy one more. Something a little creepy with the set though is that there's gears in the back that spin around the eyes, and it just looks a little wild. Then over here we have Bowser. He does come on a platform, but I kind of liked how it looked on display with just him here. It's just designed so well. I really like that set. Down here I have Chopper. I wasn't sure what else to put there, so I put Chopper. This is a duck from Lego House, and we got the box signed actually by Stuart, who is the designer of all of the Lego House exclusive sets. This is the Adidas shoe. I remember when this came out, I wore my Adidas shoes to buy the set, and I noticed almost nobody else did. I was like, what's going on? If you're ever gonna wear your Adidas shoes, like, now's the time. Like, if you're buying this set, you have to wear your Adidas shoes to go buy it. I love the shoe box that it comes with. That was like the box for the set, so that was so creative, so cool. At the time, I thought that this build design was incredible, but looking back, I'm like, I think it could have been a little bit better, but to be fair, I think a lot of the curved elements that we now see with like Mario block or even Bowser just didn't exist at that time. Finally, down here, this is probably one of my most prized possessions. I love this thing so much. So this is a Corgi horse. As a joke, I think the Minions is just so much better, but I am so fortunate, so grateful to have this. I love it. I have it in this box to protect it. Up here, I have this camera. I like it. I feel like I should do something different with it, but it's just kind of here for now. Here's a Funko Pop that I got actually at the same time when I bought this, that Loungefly bag up there, the Pizza Planet truck one. There's me with like a Loungefly backpack and a camera because I'm vlogging all the time. It says Emmasaurus, and I got this like really protective case just to make sure that it stays safe. I love it. I think it was only $30, so I thought that was very worth it, and I think anyone can do it. It's not like an exclusive thing or any sort of partnership with them. You can just go to the Hollywood store and make your own. This is a plushie from the new space theme that I don't really understand, but I thought it was cool. Here is my YouTube plaque. I cried when this arrived. This is the plaque that YouTube sends to you when you pass 100,000 subscribers, and I've placed it here strategically because we are, you know, we're not close yet, but we're getting there. And so I'm leaving room for 1 million over there one day, hopefully, fingers crossed. And then this here is the UCS Millennium Falcon. I've had this on my display since I started having a display. That and the artwork have been there since forever. This set is actually my husband's, and he built all of it. It was like his gift to himself when he paid off his student loans. And so it really does mean a lot to him. This was like a really big moment. I remember going with him to get the set, and we had to like drive up to the door so that we could like load it without carrying this, you know, 100-pound thing to the car. And then over here I have the dozen roses. They're in a Wedgwood vase. I got this from my aunt. She has passed away and I inherited this, so very special to me. She loved Wedgwood, so I do have a good number of Wedgwood things. We have a bunch of like Christmas ornaments and stuff like that. But I just really love how the blue looks with the red here. It just looks very elegant, very classic. Here's the new Polaroid. Love it. Here's Stitch. His ice cream actually fell, so let me grab that. It's such a cutie. Oh my goodness. And then I have the Villains Icon set up here. I love the idea of having like a Lego library, and I have the rest of my Lego books up here. But something that really bothers me, and I feel like it's a personal attack at this point against Beauty and the Beast fans, is that we've gotten Gaston in Lego. Look at him. Little jerk just hanging out in there. This Beauty and the Beast book comes with like a micro doll of Belle. We've got mini dolls of Belle. I just pulled this out of my closet to make a point. We even have this poster of Belle made out of bricks. It's like a poster, but it's supposed to look like dots, like a mosaic kind of thing. We even have that, but we still don't have a minifigure of Belle. And it's something that is deeply troubling to me at this point. Oh, and then by the way, we also have a brick head of Belle. So yeah, I think I'm at the point now I might just file a complaint with my local congressman because it's just so upsetting. She's my favorite princess. But anyways, here are my Lego books. These on the end are Harry Potter, and then all of these here are Disney. On the top here, I have a Stitch Loungefly. I bought this on Whatnot for $90. I regret it. I don't know why I bought that. I've never worn it. Then I have a Jessie Loungefly, and then it's a Small World Loungefly where I just love the colors of it. And then down here I have the new Disney Castle from 2023. The minifigures, the colors, I cried when this arrived. My friends were making fun of me, like, did you actually cry? Yes, I cried, okay? I was really emotional. I could not believe that we finally had all of these beautiful characters as minifigures. I was so excited. The colors are so pretty. Oh, I love it. I love this set so much. The fireworks are so fun. And for the longest time, I never thought about putting a Disney castle on my display. I'm a huge Disney fan, so I don't know why that didn't cross my mind, but I'm really glad that I finally did. And then on either side, just to kind of fill in some of the space, I have some of the brick heads. Now, these brick heads here are really special to me. Ross got those for me. I think it was like $100. It was a lot on the aftermarket, but it was for Valentine's Day or my birthday or an anniversary or something back in 2021, I want to say. They've gone up in value so much, which is kind of wild. So Lego, please remake those. They're so cute. Down here, I showed you a little bit earlier, but these are the Target plushies. These four, basically all of them except the orange one, came out in, I think, early 2022, and they just look so cute here. And then more recently, they released an orange one. So here we are. That is so exciting. I love them. Down here, we have the NES. This is actually the first set that I ever made a short on, I believe. I was really proud of it, and it hit like 100,000 views, and I was freaking out. Oh my goodness, that was the coolest thing ever. And then down here is another kind of mix match of random stuff. I have this purple brick that I bought at Target pretty recently. I have a ukulele that's kind of fun. A sipper or popcorn bucket kind of thing. No, I think it's a sipper. Something you drink out of from Disney World. It's like a little alien with a string so that you can put it around your neck if you'd like to. I've never put soda or anything in it because like how do you clean that? And I forget if I mentioned this yet, but that's the up house. So that's everything in my room. That was a lot of stuff. So thank you for watching this video. Thanks for being a part of this. Everything here is stuff that I love. I want to be surrounded by the things that mean the most to me while I'm editing and working, and I look around and I just see happy things all the time. And I think the pop of color with the purple made this just such a brighter space. It's just so much more peaceful to exist here with the fun colors and the less clutter going on. It used to be really cluttered, as we all remember. I had like random things of fiber over here. What was what was up with that? And so again, I know this isn't like a huge change in my room, but to me it is. To me it feels so much different in here. There's so much more on display that I can look at and actually like take it in instead of just being like overwhelmed and blown away by clutter and disorganization. I think I still have a little bit of work to do. I still want to paint the other walls that aren't painted yet. I'll get to it probably in 3 years. I don't know. This was kind of a lot, and so I'm just gonna leave it for now. But I hope you enjoyed seeing everything. All of this stuff here is stuff that I love talking about, and whenever I have people over, I basically do this for them, or at least I try to until they get bored. I hope you didn't get bored. If you did, sorry. Now with all of this being said, I just want to reiterate one more time how grateful I am to have these things, to have had a lot of these experiences. Me and Ross were actually talking the other day, and I told him about that like quote from Andy Bernard from The Office, where he's like, I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them. And for me, oh my god, I'm about to cry. And for me, these are the good days. Like, I know that this is probably the best time of my life, so I'm just eternally grateful for all of this. Thank you so much everyone for watching. Thanks for being part of the party, people. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye!